because there's obviously different issues that you've come up against with people. Basically, what you do is you've got guys that go out and examine cars when people want to buy them, don't you?
Yeah, basically, we obviously the main purpose is just to find out, to make sure the customer is buying the car what is actually advertised as it is, and there is no any underlying issues before customer takes the car. So they have basically all the information they need, rough estimate prices, how much it will cost to repair the vehicle after examination, after inspector goes out, and
hold it there. We'll play a piece of music, and then we'll come back and you can tell everybody. Sure. All right, pal. Speak to you.
Right, it's just such a huge discomfort. I can tell you right that now. You know.
Oh dear God! Everybody, if you get, just let me explain something, right? And you've got 90,000 people looking at you, and you're on a chair and you're speaking to everybody. This is what radio's like, right? But nobody understands it if you're in a room on your own.
I completely agree.
So everybody that's tuning in and listening to a show for the first time and thinking, I wonder what it's all about, now they do it, now they do that. Well, we're on Skype, I'm in France, Clavs is in the UK. And he's currently going out and about seeing customers with regards to cars. And this is what the new Drive Time show is all about. He's explaining how, if you want to buy a car, you want to go out and see it, or you haven't got a clue what you're doing because you're not a mechanic, or you haven't got a clue about bodywork or anything like that, then Clavs is the guy to go to. Full stop. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's not really the Clavs. It's CAREXAMER.com. It's a platform for people who need help. It's an easy, simple process as 1, 2, 3 to book an inspection, and you'll get an inspector the next day who will go and help you out. That's what we provide. It's like an Uber. You know, you click, it's taxis here. So this is what we're creating with great developers. Pixel their design. Massive thanks. They're having a hard time from me, you know, but we're working together. It's not an easy project. People might think it's something simple, but I mean there's a loads of things happening behind the doors what people can't see. You know, it might look just a site, but it's a powerful tool, powerful platform.
Now this platform, I was going to say to you, is this just in the UK or in Europe?
No, at the moment, obviously we launched the business in the UK, but obviously my vision is UK, Europe, and worldwide, you know, because there is actually nobody who actually helps people. So my vision is to help people, because I've been helping all my life wrong people, and I decided, look, you know, I want to be greater than just be a number, you know, and this is why all this happening. It's not just a platform like any other platform what you might see anywhere in now around the world or anywhere online where you log in and thinking everyone just does something like that. Now we are here, we know what we're talking about, we know where we're going, we have great experts, we have great mechanics on board, we have great inspectors, and everyone who will join CAREXAMER.com, they are and will be the best people to serve people, to provide great service.
What the vision that we've got for the show is that wherever you are in the world, if you've got an issue with either your car that you've got now, or if you're looking at buying a new car and you don't know what you're doing, then we want you to get in touch with us. We want you to email us into expatradio.fr@gmail.com. Give as much information about the vehicle as you possibly can, and possibly send us a photo if you got a photo of it, and then we can say, yeah, that's for the that's for the scrappers. Don't even think of touching it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're telling true, Dave, because what people not realizing sometimes, and what comes out from my experience, what I'm dealing, and what our inspectors deal on an everyday basis, is about the process itself, and I believe the people saying they're buying wrong cars and they're buying this, and they don't do their own due diligence, and they all underestimating actually how hard it is to find a great car, a good car, right? I mean, because it's not about just about a car. It's about philosophy behind it, about who are the people are going to be dealing with, you know, how transparent they are, you know, and it's about all the sales process together, buying process, understanding the seller. Are they telling you the truth? Can you trust them? Can we see all the full service history? Is it transparent? What is MOT history, right? What is HPI history? And just to plug in all that picture together for themselves first, asking all related questions when they actually phone to them.
I was going to say,
sellers.
just explain the HPI history, because I had this issue with a car. It was I bought a Vauxhall Astra years ago, and basically the guy that had it before me was a network. Back then they were called network Q cars, but back then what happened was the guy that had it before me hadn't paid the car off. So do you want to explain to people what that, if they're not sure what HPI history is, just explain that to them.
Basically, HPI history is a hire purchase investigation, right? I mean, what you do, it's a data which is held by the DVLA and other agencies which holds the data about the vehicle, the mileages, the valuation, any finances the car might have, any insurance write-offs. So it's a vital piece of information actually before you actually deciding to actually go and have a look at this vehicle, because those 10-15 pounds just gonna save you 2-3 hours going somewhere, you know. So that what HPI check, or normally it's called car history data,
yeah,
the vehicle data.
I remember years ago this guy actually ringing me up wanting to meet me, and it was a bailiff, and he thought that I was the guy that still owned the finance on the car from the previous owner, because I'd paid cash when I bought this car. It was never forget it, Astra Sport. It was a gorgeous car, and I thought, right, you know. And so I went and saw this guy. Went and had a meeting with this guy, and he said, "Are you so and so?" I went, "No." And he went, "Can you prove it?" And I said, "Well, yeah." Pulled out my driving license and had some other documentation on me to prove that I wasn't him, obviously. And I said, "That's me there." And he went, "Right, well, this guy that's had it before you owes finance on this car." And I went, "Well, what's that got to do with me?"
So they took it off.
Yeah, so, you know, it got a bit messy, but we sorted it out. But it was a bit of a shock when you get a car and then you think, well, hold on a minute, is there any money owed on this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're lucky you can sometimes pay it off, depends, and get back to the owner of the vehicle, right? And you can sort things out. But I mean, yeah, you don't want, you know, Dave, you bought a car, you know, it's a hassle, right? You just don't, you want to enjoy something you bought, you know, you don't want running around. Say, for instance, you bought a car, as you said, a nice Astra, right? And you don't have lock-in nut. You bought it from main dealer, right? And then you spend 2 weeks calling those people, finding things out, and they're neglecting things, right? I mean, that's actually reality what we're dealing with. I've been in the trade for 20 years, and past 12 years I've been on a roadside and breakdown assistance company. I don't want to name them here live, but it's just people having a lot of issues, just sometimes for simple things, right? I mean, like little scratch, and then you have to deal with those things, and they not picking up your phone, and they say they're gonna fix it, and they're not fixing it, you know. And this is the things you don't want. You want to know the information before you buy, before you actually go look at the vehicle, you know. It's just a little protection which can't be ignored, because if you ignoring those things and thinking, I'm not gonna spend those £10, right, or $20 or $15, wherever you are in the world, right? It's all the buying process wherever you are, guys. Is absolutely exactly the same. There's nothing much different. Even the sort of roughly the consumer rights. I mean, you can play on balance of probabilities, right? I mean, but it's roughly the same. And so you're never gonna get it wrong if you will do your due diligence. You will have a look on HPI or car history data before you actually go and look at the vehicle yourself. And secondly, what I want to say, when you do phone people, ask basically as much uncomfortable questions you can possibly can. Like, when the timing belt has been done, does it have a full service history? Can they prove it, right? Ask them to send you that picture. Don't just take their word as granted, because sellers will always say they have everything. Yeah, we have both keys, and then you go there is only one key, or the other key is broken. Yeah, and it's just that saves you that running around time, having this sort of stress buying particular vehicles or looking at, but you can actually narrow down. You'd find like 10, 15 cars, phone all these people, ask all these hard questions where you are in doubt, where the people, the body language that they ignorant, they don't respond to you. They saying, oh, why you need this? Or why do you need inspection for £1,000 vehicle? I mean, that means he's not considering your values, what you want, your needs. So that means he's ignorant, right? And that means you don't want to deal with these people like that, because there will be issues, and when those things will go wrong, you will have problem. You want to deal with people where everything goes pleasant, everything's transparent. You ask all these hard questions. Do they have invoices for servicing? The more you can actually have data, the more information you can have from the seller, why they're selling it, what they don't like about the car, what they do like about the car, why they want to sell it, is there anything you need to know? Is there any huge faults? Because normally, yes, they will say there is not, right? I mean, if you're buying a second-hand vehicle, pretty much you have to realistically understand there will be something, right? I mean, it depends how many of those issues will accumulate together and what will be that money to invest. So, yeah, this is what we run, this is what we do, and we're gonna more likely go probably in a date in the following shows, and we will ask people to drop and emails on.
We want people on Skype as well. We want people, if you're out there and you want to ask questions live on air, we can do it on Skype. So you can speak to clubs directly. So you don't necessarily have to write something out on an email. You can email us it, but also we can get you on Skype and we can get you live on the show as well.
Yeah, what would be the Skype username, or how they can write it?
Well, you just email us and then we'll get back to them and connect them.
Oh yeah. This is how if you have, in the future, when we're gonna set up the structure the way we're gonna do it, we'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions you might have, or you might experience, or you want to share with other people to help them avoid something what you had in past. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, well, if there's people out there that are members of motor clubs or anything like that around Europe, obviously get in touch with us and we can get you live on the show, and we'll be able to talk about different problems, different issues you've come up against, funny stories you might have had when you were buying a car, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stuff.
There's always crazy stuff out there. I deal with that every day. I've been chased around in Birmingham by some crazy used car seller, and we had some disagreements, right? I mean, this is reality. It happens, we stand by our customers, even sometimes we're having a hard time, we make sure they have the right car. And there is funny stories. We can always share those as we go along, so we can make a bit of joy out of it, not just talking about depressing stuff.
Well, we've had a message, right? We've had a message from Jonathan this morning, Jonathan Burleyan, the main man. Is there a body in the boot, or is there a good used car?
Say it again, Dave.
His question is, is there a body in the boot, or is this a good used car? That's the main thing you've got to come up against, that you get asked.
It's true. We're not really in sort of 1960s anymore. I mean, like 1970s, like in Birmingham, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Birmingham, but I'm just saying, it's true. Yeah, there could be water leaks, puddles in the boot.
Coming from the boot, I don't know what it is. There's a banging sound.
Yeah, and it's Jonathan there. Thanks, Jonathan.
You've got some poor Indian restaurant owner tied up in the boot of the car in the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joyriding. I didn't know it's going to be like this, I only said you can come round for Papa Dubs. I didn't know you were going to put me in the boot of the car. I'm not doing this at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. Everyone needs help, and
Help,
everyone.
I need help. Personal help.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. We do give advice as well, and a lot of people appreciate and value in what we're doing, and it's about just protecting themselves, you know, like not to find this body in a boot, right, or something, or like you got a spare wheel or you don't have a spare wheel, and you bought a car.
Well,
You
that's the
didn't
thing.
check it.
Some of these new cars now, you don't have a spare wheel in them, do they?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they
What
don't.
do you do?
But they start in the manufacturers. They're funny, you know. They actually starting realizing, and they starting to obviously put some spare wheels back. Also, there's run flats as well, obviously on a more premium cars as standard. But then
That's one question I want to know is why did they give you a wheelbarrow wheel with you for a spare wheel on some of these cars? I mean, so you got a big car there with huge, 18-inch wheels. Next minute you go and get the spare out, and it's like something that's come off a wheelbarrow. You can't.
oh, the little sausage, yeah, the little donut. How do people call it in a simple words? Yeah.
Well, imagine if you broke down and you got your mother-in-law in the back of the car and she's there on the side where the car's where the tyres goosed. Obviously, her ass is nearly on the floor when you're driving off trying to get through a garage. She's in the back, holding onto the back of the seat and got the armrest and everything. I don't like this. It's not comfy at all. And then you can just imagine, can't you? Oh God!
But you know, the funny story is about the spare wheel. Yes, it is small. The reason why it's small is just to save space, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, to make everything more compact, as you imagine everything comes in 21st century. Smaller the better, lighter as possible, more fuel efficient, more greener, right? This is what everyone's talking about lately, right? And been talking about for a while and will be. And but it was the spare wheel that somebody did actually the survey, right? How much fuel actually the vehicle will save, right? Without the spare wheel in the boot, and it was £12 a year, right? So imagine what savings you have and what actually inconvenience you have when you hit that curb, when you're driving, pulling in McDonald's, getting your bloody Big Mac, right? And you clip the curb and your tire is flat, you know, and it's like 9 in the evening, right? And then you're waiting for those breakdown assistant companies who will turn up after 3 hours and they say, oh, we can't fix it, you know, and then you need recovery somewhere an hour, and they will say, look, we'll get somebody else out, right? And imagine how frustrated you would be because of those, because of manufacturer, right? Decided, look, we're gonna save you £12. At least you have some savings, but we forgot. Sorry, Bob, we forgot about your inconvenience, right? How about that then?
What would you do then? What's the best way around it?
Best way around it? Make sure you don't drive fast into getting the burger in McDonald's.
Have you seen before you leave the house? Don't be going in McDonald's.
Yeah, or don't drive too close to curbs, you know. Or be conscious you don't have. You have to get your plugs to your subconscious and realizing, okay, I don't have the spare wheel.
You know when you see these, you see some gorgeous cars, and some people park the car. If they mount the curb, they park the car half on it, so the tyres half on and half off the curb, don't they? And it annoys the hell out of me because I see a car like that and I want to lift it up and put it on the road properly.
Well, you don't have a space to walk through.
Well, no, you know when someone's actually they've gone to park the car at the side of the road, but instead of parking it up normally, they've ended up going up on the curb, and on the pavement, so the wheel's actually half on and half off the curb.
Yeah.
But you think, well, that's going to put stress on the arm of the wheel and all that carry on, because it's not levelled out. All the weight's in one position. And I'm thinking, why do people not realise that they've done that and it's going to wreck the car long term and not put it back where they put it in the position it's supposed to be in? So I just want to get my hands underneath it and lift it down and put it on the road properly. But it's nothing more annoying than seeing a car park like that.
I mean, it's just the tyres getting the stress, you know. The more you drive closer to the curves, the more you drive them up, it stretches the rubber start wearing out the sidewall, and the chances are the way you drive on a curb, you can actually slash the sidewall. And once you slash the sidewall, you'll be incurred with some early Monday £100 at least.
Exactly. New set of tyres.
And will be no coffee in Starbucks or something like that for the rest of the week.
Well, what we need to do is, what's going to happen is, we'll actually get in touch with different. There's expat sites across France and Spain and Portugal where they have blogs, where they have questions for people that get asked about anything to do with automobiles, anything to do with vehicles. We're going to get in touch with these people that are blogging on there or on these forums, and then we'll get them on the show.
Then we can do that. Yeah, we can inform the people about the problems, the issues, how they can help themselves to avoid them, and be more vigilant.
A lot of the issues that people have when they moved abroad, the expats that move abroad to Europe, if they buy a left-hand drive car, when they realise the price abroad, they go back to the UK for a left-hand drive car. And what they don't realise is a lot of these cars from the left-hand drive in the UK, they're ex-army, aren't they? They're ex-forces cars.
You mean the ones they ship over when back to Europe?
They go back to they'll be in the UK. The left-hand drive cars that are in the UK are ex-force cars.
I mean,
some of them.
Yeah, some of them,
Yeah, and obviously been hammered.
Or expat cars from other countries who actually came to UK. That's how they ended up here.
There's a lot of Polish cars, aren't there? There's a lot of Polish vehicles in the UK.
Yeah, the Lithuanian, Polish. The most biggest European countries you can see, where there's loads of population that you could notice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And one of the big no-nos this is what a plonker over here in France did. An English guy did over here. He bought a Japanese spec car, and it can't be converted to. You can't get the certificate of confirmation over here.
Well, in France.
Yeah, because the spec's completely different. I mean, you've got to be like a blooming dwarf to getting one of these cars from Japan. Seriously, everything's scaled down. It's like getting in Toy Town. But the idiot thought he was saving money by buying one of these vehicles from Japan, got it shipped over on a boat, got it here, and they wouldn't register it.
Well, then he could register in UK and then ship it to France.
No, but it can't be, because it's even though you've gone from Japan to UK to France, it's still Japanese spec, so they wouldn't register it anyway.
Right.
They wouldn't get the certificate of confirmation.
I mean, look, the France know the things, right? I mean, that's why everyone drives their Renaults, Peugeots, right? I've been in France a couple of times,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any BMWs there, thinking, right.
Well, I've got one. That's me. I'm waving at it there.
You are expat. You're British,
Yeah, but there's quite a few expats driving BM. The thing is, the French are quite patriotic, so anything that's got, they're lucky they haven't tattooed snails with Peugeot or Renault or Citroen running across the shell on it. But I mean, everything they've got to buy French, but very rarely do you see, you won't see a Ford or you won't see a BM or a Mercedes. Every now and again you see them, but they're not a big seller, whereas obviously you go to Germany or Portugal, it's a completely different story, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like in America, you got the same thing. People drive those vehicles what are manufactured in that particular country.
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm a patriot, right? I mean, that's why they have their own brands, and Americans might look on a Renault or Peugeot thinking, what the heck is that,
Yeah. Well, even these, the big old, they call them muscle cars, aren't they? These big, huge things in America.
Yeah.
Like these great big Chevys and what. Some of them are the most ugliest looking things you'll ever look. But the Yanks go mad over them. They're like, wow, they have these car auctions over there. But these things go for millions. But you wouldn't. If I was given it, I wouldn't go, oh yeah, I'd love that. I'd think, what do I want that for?
Well, imagine yourself in Elvis Presley. What was it, Cadillac, right? In a pink one, would you like that?
No. Imagine me in a pink Cadillac, but attracting the wrong kind of people. My God.
At least you can go to IKEA.
Well, you soon make a space for parking. People see you pulling up in that, they be like, good, but anyway, park there.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's in the States, you've got to have huge. I bet the parking spaces in the States are massive in car parks compared to the ones in Europe, because the cars are that much wider and the doors opening up. I mean, it's like the size of a runway, the parking space, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes size of the person as well matters, you know. So I need a bit of bigger car, you know.
Well, I think you couldn't get someone in a little Toyota Yaris from Cincinnati, I suppose, because they've eaten everything that breathes over there.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Right, so we're running out of time. So if people want to, starting next week, get people on the show. We've got you. What day are we on now? So you're coming back on Tuesday, aren't you? Tuesday next week we'll be back on. Tuesday and what day? Thursday.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, yeah.
Right. So we want people to email us in expatradio.fr@gmail.com. Put it for the attention of Clavs. Tell everybody how to spell your name.
Clavs, so it will be Klavs.
Yeah.
Simple as that. In Germany, probably they call it Klaus, but I mean, everyone thinks I'm from Germany sometimes, or from Netherlands, right? I mean,
Santa Claus.
Yeah. I got issues always explaining my. Sometimes I'm just thinking I have to change my name, you know. I spent 3 minutes explaining like we're gonna start the show. Yeah, good morning, world. It's Klaus. How do you spell your name? You're gonna spend 3 minutes spelling my name out to introduce everyone. I mean, it's a joke, right?
It's a recognisable name, so that's the thing. You'd be worldwide now, mate. You've got global exposure, and everyone's going, "Oh, call me baby Clavs." You'll have women falling in love with you, getting pregnant, and calling the love child.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the car guru, the car mad person.
Exactly. So if you email us in to expatradio.fr@gmail.com, any issues you got with buying a vehicle, or you're looking at buying a vehicle, you might be abroad, or you might be back in the UK, and you want help with regards to, I don't know, the issues that Clavs will tell you about that are common that you can deal with, then dead easy. We can sort it for you.
The biggest issues in my experience, the biggest issues you actually finding it hard to understand when you actually buying a car, or you want to know what questions to ask the sellers, how to understand whether the seller on a phone is telling you the right things. You know, but we cannot talk about all these things about psychology behind it, about the cycle of buying a car. So anything you want to know, you find it difficult, ask me, I can help you out, and we can try educate everyone around the world to be vigilant when buying a used car. It's important to, don't have to be CAREXAMER.com, yeah, but just ask somebody always to inspect the vehicle properly. And so you not get shafted with huge bill down the line. It is very important, you know. And
right, well, we run out of time. So Tuesday, we'll be back.
Tuesday we'll be back. Drive time with Klaus, and we're
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, French time.
Yeah, and we'll be dealing with emails and questions coming in regarding anything to do with vehicles. Right, pal. Well done on your first show.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, listeners. Thanks for tuning in.
Was it as bad as you were expecting it to be?
Oh, the first bit was hard. Right, it was tough. You know, it was tough. Yeah. I lost it.
It's like duck off a water's back. Even worse, water off a duck's back. Even.
I mean, you know, to be better always, to be great, right? You have to be in discomfort. You know, you have to experience that, and otherwise you will never be the best. Or you don't want to be the best. You want to be great, right? I mean,
exactly. It's because people are scared of the unknown, and as soon as it's happened and you've done it, then you think, what was I worried about?
Yeah.
So you did a great job, pal. Great job. So you'll be sorted for Tuesday. We'll be back with Clavs, and we'll be rocking and rolling with the drive.
We'll be back. We'll be back. It's Dave on Expat Radio. Everyone have a great day. Drive safely. Yeah. Make sure.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Yeah.
Cheers, pal.
Bye.